this.
Maybe
yo, welcome to Team RaddTitan, and we are here with what is the chat number? 2656. What? How many have we done? 174. 274. No idea.
216.
216. Okay, well,
I was actually going to mess around with the numbers and double them all up the other day, but I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, that would just be desperate. Anyway, welcome. So we are here with this week's chat. We had a few pictures left over from last week that we didn't get through because last week was a bit of a marathon. We both got a bit drunk. Alex got a bit slurry, and he's just so predictably, transparently drunk, which is awesome. So we had a few drinks, which I'll be trying to. I'll be carrying on with that this week.
Yeah, you might try.
Yeah.
See if I'm allowed.
Yeah. So we're going to be getting on. We're going to be showing you the latest updates and things like that. This first part, we're going to be checking in with everybody, so we're answering some questions, and we're actually going to try and go through our top 5 pieces in our collection currently. We've decided that we're going to try and do, a little bit more focus in the week. So on this particular chat, we've just done our top 5s that we're going to go through. But from next week, when we're doing the chit chat thing and we're all having a conversation, I want you. Well, I should say we want you to actually give us what you want us to discuss about. So maybe a top 5 or of anything that you fancy. Any sort of subject matter you want to go on with, as long as it's doable. We're going to crack on and do it. So after that, we're going to obviously catch up with everybody in the group and everyone that checks in with us. And then we will jump off, come back on, and we'll get on with the pictures. So the latest updates and everything else, we'll go through that afterwards. We'll jump back off. Alex will go through his little wee, change his knickers, and then we'll get on. Probably grab a drink. Yeah, we're all there.
Can't handle it anymore.
Keep it locked into the RaddTitan channel. If you're not subbed. If you're watching and hit that like button and let's get going.
Did you say if you're not subbed?
Yeah, if you're not subbed. So if you're not subbed, that's what I said. Make me trip over my words. I haven't even started drinking yet.
God, this is going to be a messy one. This is. Yeah. All right.
Hogarth's today. Chat is sponsored. Not really, but I kind of like this white beer.
I don't like it. It's got cinnamon in it, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ingredients: barley, malt, wheat, hops, spices, coriander, seeds, natural orange peel, sugar, yeast. No, I can't see cinnamon here.
Oh, I thought maybe there was like a special one they did, but there was a cinnamon Hogarth.
They did do one not too long ago. It's got like a colour. But yeah, I think
I was in a pub and it kind of they were giving it a pub and I don't
What's wrong with cinnamon? Why?
I had a bad experience with cinnamon. I was in like a coffee shop.
As in the stripper cinnamon, or as in?
Well, no, I was in a coffee shop and basically, like, I picked up the cinnamon instead of the cocoa and put it on top of my cappuccino very sparingly, and then took a big massive gulp of it and nearly threw up. So yeah, it was good. It was like like the cinnamon challenge where you do like a spoonful of cinnamon. It was literally like that.
That does look a bit brutal. I've never been tempted myself, but it does look really brutal.
Nah, it's not nice, but it was horrible. Anyway,
I'm guessing that much cinnamon is like burns.
Yeah, it does, and then
because it's a spice, isn't it? Cinnamon is like a spice, so I'm guessing. You take a big mouthful of that. That's not ideal.
Yeah, it's dry and it's horrible, and it kind of like. And then after that, it's the same as when you're young and you get drunk on something, like you just don't want to drink it ever again, really.
I can't do brandy.
I can't do brandy either, actually.
Even a smell of it. I can't do it.
Did we do brandy at your mum's or something?
Not together, no.
Okay, just checking.
I had fucking stepdad fucking come in my room at like pissed up at like 3 o'clock in the morning with a massive glass of it to celebrate Christmas or some shit, maybe fucking one on the horses. I can't even remember what it was, but it was, and he was like, "Oh, I have a big sit," and I was like, I was probably about fucking 13 years old, 14 years old. It was bad though, man, really bad. And now I can't even smell it without feeling really rough.
I can't drink either. I don't know. Even I took a sip recently.
You might have been in bed with me. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
Both of us.
Probably. Do you know when you used to stay at house when we weren't allowed to be there? I used to like you had the bed that pulled out. And you used to hide under the bed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Mate, so many girls. I used to hide in there under that. It'd be like, you know, because it sat
And
like,
men.
yeah, men too, yeah, guys too. I don't. What's the word?
Discriminate.
Discriminate. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I don't discriminate. So yeah, I've had guys under there too. Mostly guys that have been kicked out of the house by their parents, like, and told that they have to move out.
There was that one time. There was that one time where he wanted to stay with you, and then he fancied you, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
I
kept wondering why my YSL boxer shorts were unbuttoned every morning.
I remember that. Yeah,
I stopped inviting him to stay after that. I was like, "Where's my cock out? Every morning it's out."
That Wayne or something, wasn't it? Wayne. You know?
Yeah, it was.
Phase boyfriend.
That was it. Yeah. If you've ever been caught up by being fancied by the actual woman and the guy, dude, that's some funky shit. That is.
God, well, this took that fucking nosedive quickly, didn't it?
That took a left turn quick. But welcome to the private lives of
normally
Alex.
Normally we talk about statues, and
sometimes, not often.
Yeah. Well, we try. I'm just trying to consolidate some folders of stuff.
I just want to say that left turn was sharply taken by you driving the car, because I was going a different way.
Well, yeah, I like a detour. I do like a detour. So let's go here. So we're Luch in the house. He was actually practicing some of his magic on me today. It was quite cool.
What do you mean?
I know. I had like a video call with him. He had some material he wanted to practice. So it was like it's like,
you let him do that. You're going to be, listen, when you hear somebody say fucking cheese, you're going to clap like a fucking chicken. You watch what happens now.
I like a turkey. I can't do it anymore.
Gobble.
I used to be able to do it really good, but I can't do it anymore. But no, he was doing some of that where it was like, tell me about your day, and then there's like 5 color cards in front of you, and then you basically start, like, you tell him where to put a card, and then he turns them over and they're in the right place. So all that kind of stuff. It was quite cool. Okay. It was quite cool. Yeah, I did that today. Tito Montenegro, you're early for once. You're early. Punisher XS, Stacker von Ferno. Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope everything's hunky dory. Me too.
Yeah.
Glad you could join us, Sucker. Chris K, evening. Hope you're both doing well. Nova Prime, yo bros. Dave Richardson, evening all. Nova Prime, hope all is well. Boggle Arts, what's up, my dudes? Cheers.
Cheers.
What's up? Check out his tattoo artist. Does some really cool anime tattoos, actually.
Sweet.
Anthony Henry, good evening, guys. Good evening. Denny Ferreira, hope everyone's doing fine from Sydney, Australia. Rowan Jeff, wow, there he is. He was just training with me, actually.
Was he? What did you do?
We did back and biceps.
Nice split.
He said last time I introduced him on the show, he said you mugged him off.
Yeah, got to do that. Got to do that with your mates, didn't you?
He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, oh, I came on your chat last time and you showed my name, and George Well mugged me off. I was like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, you only do it to people you care about, Rowan. All right. So stop seeing my best mate behind my back. We ain't gonna have no fucking problem. You understand me? Yeah.
Danny Lee, hello, RaddTitan crew. Hope. Happy to view the stream while for the turkey in the oven. Waiting for the turkey in the oven.
Man, you better be basting that bitch, because if it's a dry turkey.
Are we allowed to say Happy Thanksgiving? I don't know how it works, because there's all that stuff.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not PCS. How the fuck I want. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
You need Belgian beer. I need a beer.
Isn't this Belgium? It is Belgium, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
No, isn't it Danish or something?
Fuck
like...
you. It's from Belgium, you motherfucker.
Oh, is it? Okay, Leo.
Yeah.
Good day, lads. Got a day off, lying in the lounge watching RaddTitan. Good man.
My man.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce your surname there, Raddy.
Spell it, because I can't see what is it.
ZLOJUTRO.
So I'm guessing maybe the J is silent, maybe the Z is silent. So Lojutro. Because if it's not silent, it's Lojutro, which is
bless you. Yes.
Yeah. Try saying that with a
Take me not drinking the White Lightning. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Oh,
remember like White Lightning on the.
No, man, mine was Diamond White and K. I remember drinking that with you in parks with the kids.
Oh man, yeah.
The black bottle K, man. Jesus, that was
Evening,
like
gentlemen, Richard Guthio.
Yo.
Yeah, White Lightning and White Knight in the park of 14 years old, exactly. Diamond White and K. There you go, it's K as well, shouting at traffic. Corey McCoy, sipping in my gin and watching the best statue chat on YouTube. Ooh.
My man.
Gonna take a screenshot of that one. Where's my screenshot?
Take a screenshot. Keep that shit. Put
that one.
Post that.
Yeah. You look a bit like Debbie McGee.
Me or you?
I don't know. Me, because I said I was doing magic with Luch. Bert Fisher, good evening, gents. Good evening. Bart, and then my friends, 3 hours till my birthday. I didn't know that. Changed my LED lights today for my Spider-Man case. Why different lights can make color pop now. Yeah, I mean, I've got half of mine are warm and half of mine are white. And it really makes a difference. Really makes a difference.
I can't do warm, man.
I fucked up with Sideshow, IKEA. I fucked up with IKEA. And I bought some lights. And then I went back. I bought the same lights, I thought. And they were different temperatures. Survival Comics for RIP to a Legend. I think that's like Maradona in it.
I'm an Englishman. You're joking.
All right, guys, evening.
I should have a World Cup in my fucking house.
Sorry, I'm late. Am I late?
No, you're not late.
No,
we
you're
are
late.
just on
You're
time.
Right. You're right.
Just on time.
Got a few more pictures.
Tell you something though. I'll tell you something about Diego Maradona, man. What a fucking lunatic. Like really, like one of them like lovable crazies. A little bit like what our Gascoigne is. He's like the Argentinian Gascoigne. Yeah. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, Alex. But,
I do. Full Gascoigne. Yeah. Have you seen that horrible video that guy put up about him?
No, I don't watch.
No, he's in like a pub and he's like really skinny, drunk, drawn out.
He's saying he wants like blow or something. He wants.
He goes, "Can you give me some coke? Give me some coke." Okay, that was my best Scottish. That was.
Well, considering he's from Newcastle, I don't know why you would.
I thought Gascoigne was Scottish, wasn't he?
He's from Newcastle. You dizzy fuck. He's a Geordie.
Oh well, that shows how much I give a fuck.
That's my best. My best Scottish. My best Scottish too.
I can't do Geordie even though if it makes you feel any better.
Why, hey man! Fucking love the Geordies, man. Especially the women. Oh, Geordie women.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind their accent and stuff. Though with Liverpool, I find Liverpool hard to understand sometimes.
I like their women and all.
Especially when they're talking to each other. It goes like, it's almost like you think they're talking in another language.
You are.
Yeah. I remember in Cowboys. In Cowboys a few times, it was like talking to people, and I'm just like.
That was the great thing about Cowboys was the amount of northern women that you got to meet.
Meat.
Yeah.
Yes, meat.
Yeah,
exactly.
MEAT, meat.
Well, how many days were you there? 6?
I've done it a few times, but I did go with the sad time is I went with you and lasted 6 days. That is again a story for another time.
God, probably told it on here. I'm sure we have.
Dude, you know what? That's Ben's fault anyway. I'm not taking any responsibility.
Yeah, blame your cousin. Totally your cousin's fault.
Yeah.
Well, also,
James, the story I'm going with. I'm sticking to it. All right.
I was there the whole time. I did kind of see everything.
Oh dear.
You know what? I do think you have a little bit to play in it. Yeah, I really do.
No, you know what? You win some, you lose some.
Well, you didn't lose. That guy got done. That poor guy, though, he got done again by James the next day, didn't he? Oh, man.
But that's because Ben, although he's well Andy, doesn't need not much protecting. He's like our baby cousin, man. When you've got like a baby relative, baby cousin
who's like fucking 14 stone and 6 foot.
He's well over 6 foot, about 14, 15 stone, 6 foot. Yeah. So, but that's not the point. It's not the point.
Yeah,
and he can box. He's quite handy. It's not the point. But when you look at him, you look at him, you see that. When I look at him, I see this tiny little child that I used to colour in with and I taught things to. And when that happens, it's you know when he gets into a scrap, it's like bad. It's like you don't come, even if he wins, you that's not the end of it. That's not how we do things.
Well, no, that wasn't how you did it. No.
No.
The best part about the whole thing was I was like, oh man, we got to go home. And then when I was at the airport with you guys, I'm like, why am I going home? Why the fuck am I going home?
That was it.
Fuck you guys, I'm going back. And I went
back.
You did.
Yeah, you did. And I'm just glad that nothing happened to you because that was the reason we went home.
Yeah, well, the thing was, the guys, they didn't do anything, didn't say anything.
No, they weren't going to. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about them doing. It wasn't about anybody doing anything. It was the Greeks that sort of got involved and said, you know what I mean? They just said this isn't going to be ideal for you. We were just like, do you know what I don't understand even to this day is why we didn't just go to another island?
Yeah, I know.
Why did we go home? I mean, honestly, I must have had an IQ of under 30 at the time.
I think you were seeing someone and you just kind of wanted to go home.
I probably did. I just smashed somebody up so I could go home and fuck this girl that I was sort of with. That was probably what it was. That sounds like me. Easy come, easy go.
Did you find the Russian drama to the lake? I didn't actually, because my girlfriend hates horror films, so I'll have to watch that one without her. And
tell her to come round and watch them with us. We'll watch films with her.
Nah, she don't like horror films at all. She when we watched,
it's a bit of a problem for you because you're like a crazy horror buff, dude. You need to tell her to fix up, otherwise you might have to go.
Well, the problem was we watched the new Halloween, which I do still think is quite boring, and basically we watched that. And she wasn't a fan of it at all. She's like, well, you know, why would we watch it? It's boring. And I was like, yeah, I actually agree. And I said to George likes it. And she made a comment. And then it's like, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Fuck George, was he now?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Hello.
There you go. No, I'm just doing the screen share thing. So getting that ready so that when we do the top fives. I'm ready now.
Well, not plural, just I guess.
Gio almost got it. And my first name is pronounced Radd. Welcome, Radd. Yeah. Nice. David Benson, happy Thanksgiving from the USA. Gio, thanks for the custom Logan head.
You're welcome. Did it arrive okay? Yeah, I'm hopeful it got there all right.
Scored the best goal against Scotland.
Yes, that's Gascoigne when he lobbed Colin Henry. And then volleyed it to the bottom corner.
Agree. Yeah, so he stuck on Werner agreeing. Bad Titan. That's a clean haircut, Gio. Always catches my eye.
Thanks, man. I had a lockdown trim with my Turkish barber today. Legendary.
Why do you feel like XM has done nothing in 2020 but will win Statue of the Year? Through strategic releases while everyone else gets shafted with late releases and QC issues. Well, the thing is, they're still releasing.
I like that question.
Do you want me to answer or you?
Not really, because you work for XM Studios, so your biased opinion. I don't want to hear what you have to say. In fact, in regarding XM Studios, you shouldn't speak. Really, other just nod your head like a fucking bobblehead and just let me do the talking because I'm completely impartial. I don't receive a salary. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who I upset. I think when you look at it, I think you'd be hard pressed because you're talking about Batman Sanity this year. You're talking about Don't Say Anything. You're talking about the X-Men diorama. You just breathed like, you know, that weird heavy breathing shit you do where you're about to speak. You know, you take a massive breath.
I do. I can't. I have problems with my breathing.
Just don't breathe. And then you got the X-Men diorama, which let's be honest, the X-Men diorama has pretty much broken every statue rule that could ever exist on how to do a diorama. It's pretty much the biggest and baddest diorama ever fucking built and constructed by man in that sort of scale. Then you've got things like the Shogun Batman. Then you've got things like Hulk transformation. These are all like home run hits. These are big hits. These are important statues, very good pieces.
Sanity.
Pardon?
Sanity?
I said Sanity, didn't I? I said Batman Sanity.
I didn't hear Sanity, though.
Yeah,
I heard Shogun. Sanity. I didn't hear Sanity.
No, Shogun was just now. Sanity was at the beginning. I'm a massive fan, especially that Smoke one. I think that's a fucking amazing piece. Then there's others. There's so many more. I mean, if anything, the criticisms I'd have with XM is probably that they've over-released towards the end of the year. They've released so much shit in the last maybe 4 months that you'd be like, what the fuck, you know, it's just so much now that they've literally saturated the categories. Really, it's very hard now to. I mean, and there's other pieces as well, like, you know, Omega Red is very underrated. That's a very nice piece. Seen that person was really happy with that when that came out. It was nice. A couple, some shit ones. I don't think Gambit is a good piece at all. I don't like that piece. I actually really did at prototype level, and I did at concept level, and then upon seeing it and reviewing it, I was very disappointed. So that's, you know, you can't hit winners all the time. But I don't know what you would say. I don't know what you would say is like Statue of the Year, a few strategic releases. I mean, what does that even mean? Like they're releasing for awards. Do you think they give a shit about what we say? I don't think they give a shit. I don't think they would lose a squirt of piss worrying about what awards any statue channel is giving them. I would love to think that fucking Ben and Ang wake up in the cold sweat and go, fuck me, we better get sanity out, otherwise Giorgio's going to give the diorama fucking category to somebody else. I would love that that's the case, but I can guarantee there was more than likely happening is Ben is waking up in a cold sweat and going, anybody got a cold drink? I don't think he gives us. I don't think he's a squirt of piss. Yeah, I don't think they give a squirt of piss for it. So, and what's the other bit of the comment there? There's a part of it. Releases. Well, everyone else gets shafted with late releases and QC issues. So, who's getting shafted with late releases and QC issues?
Well, that's also down to the studios as well. You know, if you're not in control of your QC and you're not in control of your factory, then that's going to happen. XM have a lot of people in their factories too.
Yeah, but they've also had some QC issues. I think Sabretooth has come out with numerous QC issues. I've had pictures sent to me by 4 or 5 different people saying this is not fucking good. This is not. I mean, thankfully, no one bought it from me or it has anything to do with me. But they share them. They share me the pictures. I don't know why they do that. Maybe because they know I'll say something.
And they got a big fucking mouth.
Yeah, and they know I'll say something, and I'll go because that's how I do.
Favorite lady statue ever? Rogue, Storm, Dark Phoenix, or something else? That's a tough one, isn't it? Favorite lady statue ever?
Hard. Very difficult.
I think some of the Red Sonjas are really nice. I do really like XM Spider-Gwen, but I got stupidly fucking sold her.
Yeah, it was stupid. I tell you who I do like from XM. I actually think that when it comes to females,
Black Cat.
I think when it comes to females, I don't think XM are particularly strong, and they're nowhere near on Sideshow's level when it comes to women. Nowhere near them. That's just a fact. You can't take it. That's your fucking problem. But I think that's the case, and I think that Emma Frost is special. I think she, as a statue, is a very beautiful female statue, and I think that maybe
nice well.
Yeah, Magic really looks good, doesn't she? Magic looks good.
She's not out yet, is she?
Yeah, I saw the assembly video, and I was a bit blown away by that. I thought that looked really special as well.
Yeah,
but I really like their Black Cat. Black Cat's a great call. I think Black Cat's a fantastically underrated, very stylish piece that you could slip that into a collection quite nicely.
Classic, I like them.
I like a lot of Sideshow females. Rogue looks fantastic. I think I'm a big fan of Poison Ivy, the OPF. You know, it's one of my favourite. I mean, I like shapely women. That's just my thing. I'm not interested in thin, moody women. I kind of like happy, shapely females. So Irish usually. So Poison Ivy is right up my street. You know, the Green with Envy, that sort of body types of stuff. Boom! Yes, I'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much. So yeah, you all have our taste.
Sideshow Captain Marvel.
No.
That's what.
Do you mean the blue one, the new blue one?
Yeah,
that's a nice piece, very nice piece. Yeah, I thought you were going with the OG thing. I'm not a big fan of that one.
No. Favorite lady. So then, since COVID-19, I've noticed XM ain't recovered. Their Russian statues are while taking time for Statue of the Year. Come on, guys.
They've rushed it. XM ain't recovered. They rushing certain statues while taking time for Statue of the Year. Come on, guys. I don't think they care, man. Honestly, I don't think they care. I mean, I don't think they give a shit. I've been lucky. I've sat down with these people. I've had dinner with them, and you know, when you break bread with people, things come out. And believe me when I tell you, I don't think they even think twice about it. I really don't. So I don't think they're doing anything strategic on to do with awards. That's for sure. It's hard, when there's a big thing, like there's this big post that they did, which is talking about how they've done even better with COVID-19, done even better. They're doing even more money. So I don't think you can turn around and say that with COVID-19 they're struggling, because they've publicized that they've had a fantastic couple of years. So it's very hard to back what you're saying, other than say it's clearly. It seems like it's an opinion. So what I would say, reading your comments, is probably that you've had a bit of experience of some kind or another. So why don't you share it and say what's happened to you specifically that's pissed you off? Because that's how it comes across. It comes across as something has happened to you, or you've had a shit time with something, or you've had a bad job with something, and that can happen. I've been there.
That's a good one as well. Sideshow Domino's a really nice one.
Fucking beautiful. But isn't that last year? It's last year.
Oh, I don't know. He said ever.
Oh, okay. Ever's, yeah. Domino's really nice. But
what about Prime One Huntress?
Nice piece, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, their Ivy is definitely up there for this year. That's got to be a contender, isn't it?
But
like I said, if you want us to do an actual chat where we sit and we think about it, and we go through it for like best females and stuff, you want us to do our top 5 female statues, we'll do it for next week. Happily sit down, because I'll answer off the cuff, but like I said, somebody who lambasted me fucking last week because I made some sort of mistake with Ant-Man that I had to be fucking fucked up the arse with a fucking red hot poker and had my eyes pulled out of my head, because I said a mere statement, which was I didn't like how in Ant-Man he's like a bit of an idiot, and then by Endgame he's a genius, which I just didn't like that curve. But apparently that was bad of me to say that.
Well, I agree, because he is.
It doesn't matter if you agree.
All the time he speaks quantum physics, and
people like to think that you can do a 4-hour live chat with no script, and that you can't make a mistake or say something that maybe not be as accurate as it could be without being shot in the face with a fucking sawn-off shotgun.
Liam in the house, Tonic Immobility. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. At least you're here, buddy. Got you guys in my paint studio today, taking advantage of not being around the fam today. Enjoy,
man. I hope we don't fuck up your work.
Madwalk72, laughing face. XM went from releasing a few and far between to now something every other month. Seems every month.
Something every other month. Fucking hell, man. Your order's slowing up. It's been about 4 or 5 pieces a month.
Like the new XM Sabretooth is the best Sabretooth I've seen. It's like a Inferno.
No, I don't think so.
We get onto it later. We got pictures. So not that hard, bro. Captain Marvel, in my opinion. Happy Friday. All no turkey here, just KFC.
My man.
Nitrous.
Give me some of them hot wings.
Statue of the Year from other companies. Statue of the Year is going to be really hard this year. Very hard.
It's hard every year.
I began my collection starting with Mega House portraits of pirates. In your opinion, do they hold up in the statue world, or are they not winners in this game? Never heard of them.
Don't know what that is.
Heard of them. Let me just do a quick Google. Mega House. Definitely
doesn't ring familiar, that's for sure. I love this, though, because if I see something I don't know, that'd be great.
Is this One Piece? Okay, loads of One Piece stuff has come up when I do Mega House.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Maybe that's what it is.
These look like resins, One Piece resins. Unfortunately, don't really know much about resins and anime stuff. I mean, One Piece is always one of those ones that when I go to Asia and I see like a badass looking piece and I look at it and whoever I'm with, I'll go to them. What's that from? And I go One Piece every time.
One thing is their stuff is like them things are just amazing. I mean, like you wish you don't wish because you don't want to spend the money, but you're just like, fuck, I'm glad I don't know what the fuck that is.
Definitely.
All these ice wolves and fire fucking gods. You're just like, wow, that's fucking awesome.
What license company will be the first to do a null piece?
Caleb, I've got pictures of one today. The
licensed.
I hope it's pure sculpt. So I think probably if anybody, maybe it'll be XM. I'm hopeful.
I say Prime 1. Jem is saying inside knowledge. Jem's got inside knowledge. He knows it. Prime 1. No.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that would be.
And holding my breath for Modern Thor to go with XM4 and Bait Bill.
Why do you need to hold your breath for? There's XM have got one fucking Sideshow did a really good one. Get either.
Oh no,
Sideshow's
I think it means he's not waiting for it to come in.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, that's going to be close towards the end of the year. Alex will probably know more on the details of that, but I heard that was going to be very close.
He's very close. Yeah, I saw some pictures of the factory, and there's it is quite close, really close. SS Domino, Sideshow are really good at doing females. Yeah, Mark Newman and Harbottle and all those guys are very good at doing.
It's not just it's also the contouring of it. You know, if I was going to have any critiques of XM in general, is their paint can be really thick. It can be really overdone, overpainted, and like just a little bit thick. And with females, you've got to contour, you've got to shape, and really like it has to be done right. And they get much better at it. Like Alex was like saying, you know, in fairness, you know, Magic, Emma Frost, and the Phoenix that's just come out. They've done some really good female stuff, but before that, it was a bit like.
Power Girl. I didn't really like Power Girl that much. I think
just nice pair of tits.
Anyway, what are you guys' thoughts on the one-quarter Spider-Man from Queen Studios? Looking to buy as my first Spider-Man statue. We got that coming up in the pictures anyway.
Yeah, they had a good deal on that recently that they offered.
You buy it early and you get like money off. Yeah.
Wasn't it like $200? It was a pretty good deal.
I haven't seen that. Ian Loveland is saying Alex has turned into Russell Crowe from Noah. Wonder if he's started building his ark.
Mate, you look more like Ron the Stomper, bro.
What's your dog doing? Jesus.
What do you think he's fucking doing?
Licking his arsehole.
No, he's well asleep. He's snoring his head off behind
the Wankster parody must get a Titan Award. It's a very good video. That is.
I actually think that guy needs some serious credit.
Craig,
I think, you know, him standing up and saying, you know, this geezer's a piece of shit, you know, and doing, you know, I felt like, you know what, there ain't enough of that, you know.
No.
I don't believe in like I you know, anybody that knows me, been around me, will tell you I don't do bullying of any kind, and no one in my circle, or I wouldn't tolerate it from anybody if in my presence. But there is certain people that need to be out of this hobby, and he's one of them. Everything about him is a disgrace to this hobby. Any type of community, any type of anything, he shouldn't be anywhere near it. He really shouldn't. And you know, more people. You know, I was thinking we should get him to do us. I think he'd do a good job. I think he'd do a pretty good parody. Yeah, I think he'd do a good parody of me. Well,
that is actually the funny thing is when a long time ago, when we fell out with BMR, I did a parody of BMR on the channel. I think it's John Connor, a review.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, you know, this guy, what he'll do is he'll think it's funny or think it's annoying, but what he'll do is he'll go away and just do a piss take of us. Yeah, he didn't. He just fucking lost his shit big time. Lost his shit.
I've got to be honest. I would like to see Craig do a parody of the RaddTitan one. I think that would be funny.
If he wants to do it, I don't care. Yeah, be funny.
So, but I mean, obviously, in terms of like, I think he sort of just stood up and was like, you know what, and I can respect things like that. I really do, because there's people, even people in the comments, like. You know, there's big channels in the comments, and even their response to it is so fucking limp. It's so cowardly because they don't go, "Oh, that was funny" or anything. They're just like shocking or that's something stupid like that, where you just like, "Fucking fuck off!" Like, have some balls and come in here and say, like, you know, fair play to you, you know, for like standing up and sort of saying something, because, like I say, there's certain people that, you know, they need to be gone, man. They need to be really gone. It's not healthy for people like that to be.
I've heard from behind the scenes as well that he is a scumbag, and he literally complains about every little flaw, every little thing, and he says, "Oh, this is scuffed, that's scuffed." Sends him bad pictures and tries to demands money back, and says, "I'm going to put it on my YouTube and all this stuff." Horrible scumbag. Hi guys, Ross from Sydney. Our favourite time of the week. Love your banner. Honest views, non-political show. Yeah,
Thank you, man. God bless. Well, we try not to do it. We try not to even talk.
As long as you ain't turn into Russell Crowe in Unhinged. Oh, that's
oh yeah, I saw it there.
Or yeah, what's the guy with the iron fist? As long as it's not him, because he's fat, well fat in that.
He's fat in that Unhinged one.
Okay.
He's old though, man. He's old. He's older now. Give the guy. I mean, Jesus, he got into some pretty good shape for certain films.
Yeah.
He's in good shape and Romper Stomper, man.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah,
horrible, isn't it? There's a bit. I think when she has
I just remember him having this fucking awesome tattoo. That's all I remember. He had this wicked skull, like bone tattoo thing in his arm.
Oh,
looks
yeah,
a bit like you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought he was going with. I thought he was going with your tattoo.
Yeah. Really impressed, given COVID restrictions this year, just how well many studios have done this year regarding reveals and new releases. Jason Buckley, yeah. Totally.
Well, but look,
HMO.
You got to look at that's a good one. Yeah, you got to look on it a different way as well. You know that you got to look at it another way, which is people at home, and people also getting like paychecks for not going to work and shit like that. There's money.
Well, yeah, they're getting the so many people. Whenever there's one of those stimulus checks, so many people just post, yeah, I've got this much money to spend on, especially the CGC comic side. I've got this much money to spend. What graded comics you got? You know, that kind of thing. And what Silver Age you got? And even on the statue groups, I got my stimulus check.
I'm not in any CGC groups for my own safety.
Yeah, don't join the raffle ones either. They're dangerous.
Well, if you ain't winning on them, no one can. You fucking motherfucker.
I took a break for a little while, and I'm back in it now. So I'm waiting on a few to be drawn. HMO Maya, yeah, with HMO Maya, I saw the.
Alex is so lucky, right? Alex is so lucky that if he believed in reincarnation and died, he'd come back as himself. Fucking lucky son of a bitch.
I like an upgrade though. Don't think I do. But yeah, HMO Maya. I watched the video that Jason did for RaddTitan, and there's something about the flow of it I don't like. Something about the flow of the flame is a bit something's off with it for me. Most likely sexiest piece for me is Sideshow Zatanna. Imagine if she would stand before you in real life. Yeah, very nice legs. Emperor, good morning. Hope you
animals put me off though, you know. A rabbit staring at me would well put me off. Fucking bunny fucking looking at me.
I like to pull something out of her hat. Good morning, gentlemen. Omar Emperor in the house. Gemmin, really like your Sabretooth review, high quality video. Could see exactly what you wanted to see. Paint is not as disappointing as I thought. Still, the head paints are very underwhelming. Corey McCoy.
Heads look a little small to me.
XM, so Mistress Death is the best lady out.
It's not a bad shout. It's a really nice piece.
Well, the thing with Sabretooth, I've seen some Sabretooths as well. You guys sent the same one I did. And I think sometimes with the mane, it can make the head look really pea-like. You know, it's
if you drop the head in the mane, that's why. It's where you position the head on the mane. If it's low down and mane's all big behind it, he is depicted that way many times, though. So it's not an art reference issue. It's just,
what's your thoughts
in people's hands, it's a bit little.
But official, James, what's your thoughts about the XM Sideshow Iceman compared against the Salt and Pepper Iceman? Salt and Pepper one is the one we reviewed a long time ago.
No, it's not comparable.
It had the wisp thing, which is really hard to assemble. Really hard to assemble.
It's hard to assemble. There's a lot of issues in that Iceman because it's clear resin. There's a lot of structural flaws in the piece itself, so it's not even comparable. XM1 smashes that to bits. Not close.
Yeah. I have to move my laptop over. It's going a bit funky. I have to open my door a little bit.
I think what they did with the paint on that piece is very impressive for me. I saw the prototype and I was blown away. Like, honestly, it looks so good that you think it's going to be cold. That's how good it looks. You think if you touch it, it'll be freezing cold.
I think if you lick it, your tongue will stick to it.
Yeah, definitely. Like a Dumb and Dumber skiing trip.
Happy Thanksgiving. Is there any character superhero that hasn't been made that you'd like to see a statue of?
Loads.
Gladiator? Something like that?
Nah, he's already been done loads by fan art. I would probably go with something like Morg, not Terax in quarter scale, maybe Tyrant from Silver Surfer lore.
Yeah,
I think Tyrant would be amazing.
Fire Lord, Airwalker. I'd like to see a lot of those. Yeah, the Heralds for sure. I want to see Black Nick Fury. That'd be cool. Yeah. I'm surprised Sideshow ain't done one yet. They're doing all the movie ones, but again, it's probably down to Samuel Jackson's contract or whether the likeness is part of his deal and all that stuff. Vampirella, that's nice. The one where she's on the skull. That's
really
nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. That one.
Yeah.
That's OG one.
Sideshow Sabretooth's Killer, Nova Prime. Daniel Benson, best female statue.
Has its issues. Say like Sideshow Sabretooth has loads of issues. Posed in certain angles, it's awkward. The base is really fucking poor. Like really, as factory standard, it's awful. It's really poor. It's no XM murder it on. I mean, if you did the categories, XM would win.
Yeah.
But the problem I have is that it depends on what categories are important to you. So, for example, like ES, massive weight, it'll be heavier, definitely. I kind of, the pose is kind of. I think they're both a bit awkward. It's a bit of a tie. Portraits, I prefer the long hair of Sideshow versus the long hair version of XM's, but I like the masked version of XM's versus the masked version of Sideshow's. Sculpt, there's nobody in this world that's going to convince me that any XM fucking sculpt, unless it's by the Kucherak brothers, can fight and even have a fighting chance against a Martin Canal sculpt. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's not sculpted better. Muscularity is not better. It's not better. Not for me. I think sculpt-wise, Sideshow wins and wins easy in that regard. But, I had to, with my Sabretooth, I had to repaint it. And I would have had to have repainted XMs as well.
Thing is, I mean, like we're fortunate where we have a good guy and, we have this guy who, is reasonably priced. And not everyone's got that. Not everyone's got that.
No.
And also to ship to him within the UK, you can get it to him nice and cheap. So we've got that. Yeah, well then, yeah, exactly. So we got that.
I sent XM She-Hulk to him, right? She-Hulk's a pretty big box, ain't a joke. I sent it for £8, about £8.70 it was. It's not a joke, and this is with COVID and all this bollocks going on. I sent it now, and he sent it. Like honestly, it sent me less than £20 to send it each way, and that's and 24 hours. Tomorrow she comes back in repainted. But like I say, if you're talking about like factory paint wise, it's much harder. I probably think it's close, but it's hard. I think the XM got the more realistic orange tones things on it better than. I mean, Sideshow's is a yellowy orange, but he's depicted like that in some ways too. It's hard. I don't think you can lose with either, to be honest. I really don't. But the one thing is, XM's one has a very unique pose angle. It's one of the few pieces that poses towards the right-hand side, because most of them pose towards the left. So that's quite impressive. Yeah, it does that. I mean, I've seen it paired with some things, and it really does work. The only thing it doesn't seem to work with is the brown Wolverine, because that Wolverine's too fucking big. But other than that, I've seen it with the Logan. I've seen it with a couple of other Wolverines, and it looks fucking immense, like head on, like they're going to hit each other. I really do like it like that. It really does work. So you can't go wrong, man. Just get what you like, and it's all good. It's all good.
All right, let's go through some of these comments very quickly, and then we'll go on to our top 5 pieces that we have in our collections at the moment. So, best female statue, Sideshow Red Sonja, the second one they released, the muscular tone, as well done. That's the one with the snake.
Beautiful. Beautiful piece. I've owned that piece. It's a very nice piece.
If I had to pick a statue of the year, I'd say Queen Studios. They're making some crazy detailed statue that Bruce Lee's insane and breathtaking. I think that's Infinity Studios. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone know when the standalone XM Thanos will be shipping, please? Any day now. New Catwoman from Tweethead's the first female statue I really dig. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. Absolutely nice beautiful piece. Nice. And if it's as good as their 1/6 scale, the 1/6 scale they did is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Likeness is really impressive. So Punisher XS, I laughed at that video, so funny. That's the Wankster one. XM need to do a Vision, Falcon, Wonder Man, and Hellcat. There's maybe some of them on that list that we're working on. We need a Blade. Yeah, definitely need a Blade.
It's a good shot.
Blade is well overdue. Blade is overdue, right. But now with the movie coming, you're probably going to see an abundance of Blade all of a sudden. You know, it was like Silver Surfer. You didn't see any Silver Surfers all of a sudden all over the place. Alex, not sure if you can comment, but is XM Studios releasing a 1/4 scale Lobo? They are. Yes, they are.
He can comment.
That's
the one part of his job thing that's actually useful.
Yeah, I can comment. They are. We're working on that at the moment. And we actually put out a list of stuff we're doing at the moment in core scale. We'll do that later on in the chat. Thanks for answering my previous question. Last one: is there any more news regarding the Fingo at Jamie's Palace? I know the one you're talking about, and you guys are awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the updates on that for the piece. I literally had my contact for Jamie's Palace, and I used to chat to him on WeChat. And then my WeChat got blocked, so I haven't spoken to him in about 5 months, unfortunately. So I don't have an update. We have a anime guy on our mod team. So if you are on Facebook, ask it in the RaddTitan group, and we'll get Zach to answer because he's all over that. All over that.
He's our little guru.
He's our little anime guy. Every time I need to know something about an anime piece, I ask him, and he knows it all the time. Thanks, Richard. I bet you'd growl. As badger.
right before I bit it, I would.
What videos I was missing? Basically, someone did a parody of Flankster, the scamming the guy on YouTube,
Sean Sanders,
and basically did like a parody of that. If you type in Wankster, it will come up, and it's a really funny video actually. Craig did a really good job on that. I think there should be a direct make of YouTube.
The bit where he's on the computer and he's like, tidy your room, or it smells like that bit made me fucking piss myself. That was the best
he
bit.
says, get me a sandwich or something, did he?
I can't
Get me
remember.
a sandwich. He's like, you get your own sandwich. You're not talking to your people online or something. And then he says, but if you look, he's got like all dirty tissues, like wank tissues. And one of them stuck to the side. And he's got all like lube on the table. Yeah. I think you should be a diorama review too, specifically the Yoda thumbnail. That Yoda thumbnail is one of the reasons I don't do those thumbnails anymore. That Yoda thumbnail, when I see it, I literally can feel George's breath on the back of my neck, and it really makes me shiver.
Wouldn't be the fucking first time.
It's horrible. I literally can hear him like whispering in my ear, and it's horrible.
Would not be the first time.
Shivers. Do you think XM will tweak Psylocke's face? Dude, that is so early.
Hope so.
That is so early. Statue of the Year. Big Fat Paulie. I'd like to see a Batgirl Cassandra Cain and the Eradicator Reign of Superman. I don't really know the Eradicator. Oh, is that the one we showed last week?
No,
is that the one Stuart Murray sent to us? I think we may have shown an Eradicator a couple of weeks ago, like a custom one where he's standing over Superman. He's like a green robot-y guy. I think we did show one. Madwalk, thanks for the chat, Alex. Logan is on his way already. Logan's a really, really nice piece. And again, what I said to you was basically, if it's a regular one and you're getting a good price, don't bother with the exclusive. Really, the exclusive is like not needed at all. It's a really shit head. Vassrod in the house. How's it going, Vass?
The execution is in.
SM needs to go back to the drawing board on Psylocke. Don't totally agree with that. Again, it's early days. I think XM He-Man bases.
X-Men bases, motherfucker.
Where did I get He-Man from? Jesus. X-Men.
You fucking nutsack.
Problem with the bases, again.
Lack personality. They don't like it. They don't charm you. They don't charm you. They don't charm you. They don't schmooze you.
They don't like your YouTube videos. They don't. But
I'm guessing that a sideshow fucking tree and a bit of snow has a bit more charm to you, does it, mate?
I think the thing about it, I think that one of the issues again is there's a lot of stuff going behind the scenes which I now know about, and you are restricted sometimes, and they'll say to you, if you're doing that character, you need to do that base, and they do that quite a lot, and they give you kind of like an option. They give you like a what's it called? It's like a little brochure. They give you like a brochure which has the characters and it has the reference points of what you can refer to and the colours you can use. It's like a key guide.
So quite strict. I actually think that's one of the better parts of actually the Sabertooth. I kind of agree with Jem that it's.
I don't know what it is either.
It's a little bit jumbled and shit, but I actually kind of like the separation. It's one of the few times. The one thing that annoys me with some of the XM bases is that the bland. They can be a bit bland in their color choices.
Well, and I actually do it as well.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. But I kind of felt that, from pictures, because I haven't seen Sabretooth in person, but from pictures, he looks like he's got quite a colourful base with a lot of like work and texture and stuff on it, which looks pretty decent.
All right, what we're going to do anyway is I'm going to go here. All right, I'm just getting that ready. Let me just do these comments quick, and then we move on. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
J&D Studios Wonder Woman looks insane. Oh, it looks ridiculous, but it's got a good price to it as well. I don't think it's cheap. Wangster isn't having a BF sale on his channel. Basically, I also then got like someone tried to get into the channel with the name Wangster or something, and I was just like, "Yeah, you ain't coming in. You ain't coming in." I asked Craig, and he's like, "Yeah, that's not me." No, that's. Oh, you're right, Superman Kelly. You're right, Metallo. Sorry. Eradicated Superman with yellow shades. Okay, I don't know that.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Well, I think a snow base with a tree makes more sense for Sabretooth than a Danger Room base.
Why? Why does it make more sense? It's more done.
It's,
if you go through any Sabretooth, they have the
Please don't let XM make Beast Splood. Don't say that quick.
Jesus Christ. How much have you had to drink already?
Please
don't let XM make Beast Space Blue.
I know Denny, that's why I know Denny drink. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I need to drink and relax a little bit. I don't know. The problem I have with
gonna get Danger Room. Gonna get Danger Room.
The problem I have with the tree thing is just the overuse of it. I feel like it's always. I mean, I really like actually the tree on the Sideshow one.
The log's nice. Yeah,
it really is nice. But I just feel like it's like, they did the first PF has sort of a rocky sort of like base. It's like in the snow. And then the second one has the same, and then a few customs did the tree, and it's a bit like the Mad X one had the tree. This one has the tree. I kind of like the fact that if you have some Danger Room pieces from Sideshow, that you could put that Sabretooth in there with it. Like you got a Gambit, you're rocking that Gambit out, the new Gambit Sideshow did. That's a perfect Sabretooth to go in there with that. Perfect. Goes in with Rogue. It goes in. I mean, if I had that Gambit, that's who I'd be pairing that Sabretooth with. Those two. That'd be a fucking cracking pairing. Because they're both lunging forward like that. I think that would really work.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit what I'm saying, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't give a fuck. That's exactly what I was thinking, Superman Kelly. I'm glad someone pays attention. Again, such a Robin exclusive next month. Not many talks over him, but he actually doesn't get any talk. He's one. He's like kind of jumping over, something. He's like side jumping.
Quite a nice piece.
Yeah, it doesn't get any love. Don't get any mention. So I think when that comes out, that might be a sleeper. Might be a sleeper. It's got potential, because it hasn't got any hype to it at all. So if it comes out, if it comes out well, that's definitely a sleeper contender. Alex, straight out of what's that?
Shawshank Redemption.
No, he doesn't say Shawshank. Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank.
But he means Shawshank.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's been rough times. So what we'll do is we're going to go on to our top 5. Do you know your list?
Yes.
You sure? Because I don't remember mine, but do you know yours?
I know mine.
Mine actually changed 3 times since I started writing it down. So basically, we're going to go through our top 5 pieces in our collections at the moment.
Currently, yes.
So
and then next week's chat is going to be led by you. So I want you to put in the comments what you want, top 5, and we'll pick the best one. So top 5, anything you like.
Straight into number 5, Gia.
Yeah, so I mean, the 5 on mine is actually, it changes quite a lot all the time. Sometimes it's Magneto on Throne, sometimes it's like Thor, classic OG exclusive. Sometimes it's Negative Zone Spider-Man. It moves around a lot. So 5 is the one that's really interchangeable depending on my mood. And today, my number 5 is the Lobo Premium format from Sideshow Collectibles. This is with the dog. Exclusive, or dog, you want to say that.
Dog.
A lot of people may not know this, but this actual piece was printed by Onage, sculpted by Martin Canal, and it cost Sideshow a fucking bomb to produce. After they made this piece, there were rumors about it, but it's not confirmed. They didn't make any money. Well, my sources were pretty reliable. They didn't make any money on this piece, so they didn't want to use that particular place again, and as a result, I feel that this is a severely overlooked piece. It sells for pretty ordinary money for how good it is. It's probably the most undervalued statue I think I've ever heard of. I see people selling this shit for 600 quid, and really, I'm telling you, with no word of a lie, if you walked into my house and you offered me £1,500, I wouldn't give it to you. I wouldn't give it to you at all. I couldn't let it go for less than probably £2,000, because that's how good it is in terms of sculpt, in terms of paint, in terms of mixed media. All the buckles being like optional, like you could put how many on you want. They're all individually sculpted, all different sized. The paint is some of Sideshow's best. The sculpt is some of Sideshow's best. It is an absolute masterclass in every department.
If someone wants to pay $1,500 for one, I'll sell mine.
Yeah, but you would sell yours, right? To pocket £1,000 and buy one for 500 quid, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm talking about if somebody was to take it out of your collection and you can't buy it again, the price it would cost for you to get it out of there, I probably wouldn't. I probably still wouldn't let it go for £2,000.
I can't remember what the edition size is on this one, but I don't think
1,000. I think crazy for the exclusive.
And I think as soon as a movie comes out for this, I mean, I know they've done another one which is absolutely dreadful, but he's playing the guitar. But I think this one, when the movie comes out, I think this will shoot up in value. I really do.
Maybe, but I think this is one of these ones that if you like Lobo, for example, this is the piece to grab. You'll be able to pick this for 600 quid, probably for the X. And the dog apparently is selling for a lot of money. Separately, somebody told me it's selling for like 500 quid to try and get the dog.
I know someone sold one for 350 recently.
That's a very good. Yeah. So that's so you probably pick this up, combined for whatever it is. But I mean, other than a couple of little nods on the base, the base can be a little bit simplistic. But the dog and things added to it really adds. And I just think
the dog is. Push it to the next level, definitely with the dog.
I just think this is a fucking amazing piece. It has two portraits, both of them are spectacular.
Never used the other one.
I don't. I personally prefer the dreaded look because obviously I'm from that era. I'm from the era of the 90s when I started reading Lobo. I'm not from the times before. I'm not from like the late 80s, mid 80s where I think he started making appearances.
He looked more like someone out of Kiss then.
Yeah, he did at the earlier stages, some of his earlier things, but the stuff that I remember was he looked just like this. And I think this is criminally underrated, and I think when it comes to it's a very clean sculpt, very good paint. So it's an excellent piece. Factory work is, I mean, you ain't going to see stuff to this painted to this level anymore. I haven't since, so this is real special. It's a special piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it my go now?
Sure, if you wish.
All right, let me just change the time because this is going to go on longer than I thought, so I'm going to delay the other chat. So my number 5 then is Hulkbuster. This actually is Francois' picture. I couldn't find a picture of my one. So this is actually Mad X's picture. I just took offline.
He got a prototype though as well, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did. He got a prototype.
Yes, it's the same piece, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, I still have this in my collection. This one was actually in my main kind of room, like my dining area. And I've just moved it back into my collection, which again, I think it reactivated my hernia. And it's well heavy. Amazing piece. I mean, Imaginary Mark did a fantastic job on this. And I think that you got to give credit where credit is due. And I think definitely on this piece. The prototype I have has I think it has a bigger base, but it has it doesn't have the jackhammer and it has less lights on it, but it's still fantastic piece. Absolutely love it. Yeah, that's me. That was nice.
That was quick. Very brief. Somebody in a rush. Okay, no. My number 4 is the Sideshow Thanos on Throne maquette. I have a few Throne pieces in my collection. I have this, and I have the Magneto XM Magneto on Throne, and I have the Doom. And it's very hard when comparing all 3 of those, which one's best. I get asked a lot. Obviously, I'm a huge fanboy of Thanos. There's no jokes about this. I'm displaying it with the Stuardo Alvaro King Thanos head, and only 15 of them, and they're fucking awesome. Really, really nice work. Great join on there. It's just like It's like a perfect head. It's one of the best custom heads I've ever seen. And I think this piece is just a showstopper. I think it's massive. It's so overscaled. It's a joke. It's massively overscaled. I mean, Thanos is meant to be about 6'9", 6'10", and this is, you know, a 12-foot person. You know, on his best day, he's a fucking monster. And
best things to watch when recovering.
Hope
you're going good, Adam.
Yeah, God bless you, man. Rest up. Love to the family. Yeah, so you know, I really this piece is like, this is why it's sort of like, you know, it's full of details. I mean, obviously the prototype paint on the phone and stuff is nowhere near as good. On the production piece is not as good as the prototype was, but it's still a very, very well painted piece for what it is. And I think this is a special statue, this one. So for me, this gets into my top 4, probably on character appreciation as well. That probably gets the nod over Doom and Magneto based on that, I think, more than other things.
Well, I've owned this one, and you know, I really liked it. I did really like it. My only issue was some of the problems with shipping on this one. It kind of worried me with, you know, if I ever decided to ship this in future, the size of the box and some of the horror stories of people getting them and they're breaking on like joints and whatever else, which it just kind of worried me. And someone offered me a good amount to come and collect it from my house and pick me up from the airport. So I was just like, yeah, all right, we'll do that, you know. And yeah, I sold mine in the end. So maybe I'll get it back one day. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But I do like it. Very nice piece. Very great. Good. One of Sideshow's best pieces. One of the, well, this sold out in like half an hour, which don't happen anymore. They decided to announce
12 minutes.
They decided to, well, there was delays and things, but yeah, they decided to announce the edition size for the exclusive day one. It sold out 750 of them straight away like that. Boom, gone. Smart move, but yeah. Then is this me? So yeah, but my number 4 is the Spider-Man comic. Yeah, I'm a big Spider-Man
fucking picture. Who took this picture?
There's another one just online. I didn't have a picture on it, and yeah, it's just one
should
of
have
those
asked me how to send it mine.
Well, I didn't. Just one of those pieces where, again, it was a point of seeing this piece that really kind of opened both our eyes, I think. And we just realized that we've seen a lot of pieces at that point in time, but this was like next level stuff at the time. And I think I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and that feeling has really stuck with me. When I got this piece in my collection, I was super, super blown away by it. There's so much detail that you don't even see on the back of the piece. And I just really like the piece. I think it's the best Spider-Man piece for me out there. And yeah, I'm super, super happy with it. This one's never leaving my collection ever.
Cool.
That's it. That was it.
Okay.
Good. Just going through some comments really quickly. So we'll be on now number 4. Getting the Sideshow Robin. Best figure recurring. Shawshank and fried rice. I don't know if that's what he's watching and eating. William Wright, where's the XM Rogue full reveal already? I think, was there a teaser? I can't remember. Yeah, I think Ben posted ahead or something. But yeah, full reveal ain't out yet. Must be a great piece. One Lobo, and that's ideal. Max 500 quid. Yeah. If you get 500 quid to jump on it, it will for sure. I'm sure there's about the Lobo price. One XM Showcase, almost 2020, and limited statue reveals. We just showed a whole load today, but the thing is we're not doing our reveal now till next year. Our reveal won't be till next year. Still want that Lobo 1/3, but with XM 1/4 news, it's got my attention. That Lobo 1/3 is really nice. Romel did a really fantastic job with the sculpt.
Very nice piece.
There is some crazy things with the dolphins and whatever else, but
if fucking biting his lip, the biting his lip head from the number 1 cover is insane.
I think that was actually Richard who posted that on the group recently. And just like looking at it. I think it was. And I think what happened was I hadn't seen that picture for such a long time. Because when both the times I was in Japan, they didn't show it. And
I don't think I'd seen it either. I was just looking at it like, fuck, that's awesome.
No, I've seen the pictures, but it was in Japan the time before I got there, so I didn't see it. The Hulkbuster looks amazing. Just don't try and carry it. Last Maryland cookie dropped in my cup of tea, bastard. Nice Thanos.
Dusty shit prison cookies.
Love the custom heads. Evening,
thanks,
Graham M. Evening, Alex and Gio. Hope you guys are doing well. Awesome room tour, Gio, by the way.
Thanks,
Gio.
man. Thank you very much.
Jem Mint is a Sideshow lover. Eric Garcia. All right.
What do you mean? He's Hot Toys now, man. What are you talking about? He's Hot Toys now. He wants 400,000-500,000 subs. That's what he wants. He wants to play. He wants big leagues. He wants big leagues now.
Go. Yeah, mix it up.
That's where you have to go, man. Then it'll be Funko. Then it'll be Funko Pops.
No,
and then
he did Funko.
All right. Then it'll be mainstream, like maybe purses or wallets or some shit. I don't know. It'll go. It'll keep evolving, man. That guy's like Jim's like he's like the grey man. The fucking grey man. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Next up.
This is mine. Okay, so I was like, whose picture's that? This is my Sideshow Collectibles premium format Sabretooth. I have the exclusive, but this picture's of the regular head. I had it repainted and reworked by Ian Wilkinson. I decided to choose this one, even though XM would have been roughly the same cost to me, or maybe cheaper than Sideshows. But I'm a huge Martin Canal fan.
RaddTitan has more Hot Toy videos.
Do we?
Not by us. I think we've
not by us, man. When we get sent one and we review it, then we can talk. But
we
if we're sharing other people's shit, it's not. I know. I remember.
We've reviewed 2, I think.
I know. It was fucking nauseating to do it. It was painful, and we were just like, "Fuck this! I don't care."
Yeah, that's what I hope a good result from that time, Gio and Alex. We get none of us are getting Doc Ock, I'm afraid. Looks
cool though. Does look cool. So I decided there was a couple of little things that I really didn't like with this particular piece. So I really hated the base like immensely. I wanted to smash it with a hammer, but I had it reworked. I had all that, that proper. I don't even know what it's called. That fucking spray, that shit put all on it. It looks like real snow. And I had a few elements of it repainted and stuff on the base. And then I wanted it to have more of an orangey tint to the thing, and I wanted a more whitey grey mane, and I wanted his face repainted and his teeth sorted and his hair done. So there was things I wanted. The only thing that I didn't actually repaint on this statue is the brown parts and the gloves, which I felt just didn't need to because they were excellently done. So this is my number 3 because it has that paint job on it to make it everything I wanted. So it's personal to me now. It's exactly how I want it. It's a sculpt I want with the right colours and the right paint scheme. It hasn't got that dirty, muddy sort of blonde hair cut and grotty fucking gingivitis teeth, which is a typical Sideshow flaw. Let's just give him rank fucking all joined together paint job teeth, which is just terrible.
Nico Balik in the house would like a custom base so you could place it next to Logan, like a custom bar floor base where they join. That's cool.
It's not a bad idea at all, no.
Gio, repaint your Sabretooth. The repaint of your Sabretooth is fantastic. Very wise move.
Thanks, yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, before the snow got repainted, it looked like spunk.
Do you know what? I don't know if people at Sideshow have ever seen fucking snow. I understand they're in California, but they must see fucking snow. It ain't grey. Fucking snow is grey. It's like their snow that they do on their stuff is grey. It's like, what? Not even fucking white. Let alone how badly sculpted it is. It's not white. Snow's fucking white. Isn't it? Am I going crazy? In the UK, we get regular snow here.
Yeah, just only
a couple of times a year. You don't touch yellow snow, but it's just not. It's just, and obviously the rocks and stuff like that. But there's loads of elements of it I love, but it just needed repainting. So I did that.
Yep. So there you go. Another picture there.
Oh yeah, exclusive. Yeah.
Sexual chocolate.
Also, I like the way that XM whited Sabretooth eyes. For some reason, Sideshow made them grey, and they really are invisible.
You need to really piercing if they're going to do them white. Not
this one's like my one's like really like the blonde hair and the piercing eyes now really stand out, and it's a bit like
Snow is white with a touch of blue.
My man,
technically
ain't no fucking grey in it, is there?
Technically, snow is clear. You're late.
No, that's it.
You're late. So we're going to go on to the other chat soon. Then my number 3, which... What is my number 3? God, I can't remember. No, what are we on now? Number 2 or number 3?
This is 3, brother.
Okay. And is my number 3 before your 3?
No, your 3. Your number 3 now is after my 3. So this is your 3. Okay.
My number 3 is...
I don't know who's drinking, me or him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Devilman versus Amon. That's my number 3 by Figurama.
Fucking wicked, that is.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Devilman from the kind of 90s. So I do love this piece. I think Figurama did an absolutely fantastic piece. It's sculpted by Caleb Nefsan, who's done some amazing pieces. Really detailed base, great detail on the figures. They got this kind of paint scheme going on with the wings, where the wings look clear and they're not. They've just been painted really, really well.
Yeah, so, it's quite alarming in person, isn't it? When you're like, oh my god, it's because that's how they do look.
Yeah, it does.
I love the iridescent paint on the body, the skin. The way that they've done the skin, it's like got a funny thing on both of them. The body is incredible.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, done a really good job. I'm really happy with it. There's a bit at the back I don't like, but I mean you don't get to see it. But other than that, I mean I think it's
on the base. You mean around the back of the base?
Yeah. But this is one of the pieces where I opened it up and I was just like, Jesus Christ, blown away, absolutely blown away. What's he going? So you didn't write Jerusalem time. I didn't know when to come. I did actually, because I copied and pasted from last time and I put it in there for you. So I did put it on there. So no fucking excuses. It's going off next week. I'm taking Jerusalem time off there. Superman Kenny says he did. Yeah. Fuck, I missed top 5. What? This is the pieces in our collection. Devilman is a nice piece, Holy Ground for sure. I kind of rank my collection, love them all. It changes every day. This list I made the other day, and it changed when I looked at it today. There's a different list. So it does.
My number 5 moves. My top 3 never move.
So then your number
2.
2.
Yeah. Ooh. So this is my Red Hulk. This is the premium format. The left is what you actually get from Sideshow. The right is what I've created. And these are why these are so important to me. And this is why the top 3 are my top 3. Is because, the number 2, this Hulk is just everything that I wanted. It's my personal, the tone of red's chosen, the shading style, the base elements. Thank you, Lee Everington, for being a fucking scholar. And it's guys like him that when I have the Sean Sanders moment and I think, wow, this hobby's fucked, because it's full of people that just care about what they can get out of it. And they'll watch his videos because he's got good shit. And I think to myself, man, like if the guy was like a rapist or a paedophile, would you watch his videos because he's got a good collection? I just think you should have some standards. If he's a piece of shit human being, you shouldn't fucking be watching people like that. And I think he's a piece of shit. So I sort of I can't, out of principle, I can't watch anything. I'm not interested in whatever he has or whatever he has to say. But when I'm reminded of those things, I remember that there's people like Lee Everington who's like, he redesigned his Red Hulk base with all these ideas. And I said to him, man, I love that. Where can I grab X? Where can I grab Y? Them sandbags, the barbed wire, the bullets, the grenades. And he's just like, I'll send you some stuff, bro. And he just literally chucked it in a post and sent it to me. Like it was nothing. And I had obviously...
Blinoff as well.
Yeah, Blinoff sent me like a gun thing that was cool. It's just like people like that. They're just like, it's like I've got something, but it's not universal to me. I don't want to just like keep it just for myself. So it's like, yeah, you can. I don't mind if you like copy a couple of ideas or and I kind of can respect that. So the idea of the sandbags and the barbed wire and the bullets and the grenades and the gun cases and things, I just thought was awesome. So yeah, I had it repainted and I had that General Ross Deviant Art style head made for me in Wilkinson. So yeah, it was cool. So yeah, that's what it looks like.
Stuck on Inferno's making a request of top 5 Bowens. That is a great list to do, but in all honesty, I don't think I can do that list justice because there are so many Bowens I come across now. I'm in some Bowen groups and I look at people's collections. I'm like, I've never seen that piece before. There is that guy did so many statues. It's unbelievable. So many.
I could still do a top 5. I'd do it. I think that's a great idea.
We could try. We have to write it down. To make a list of it. What to do. I ain't got a pen. God damn it! Wow, goddamn! Oh yeah, I haven't got a pen. I've just got like a whole pot of them next to me. And to make it worse, I've got two pots of pens. God, top 5 Bowens. I'll add that to the list. Top 5 Bowen. Okay.
That was clearly a rough felt tip.
No, it's good really good felt tips actually. Japanese ones.
Yeah, grippy though, isn't it? Grippy felt tip. I can feel it gripping the paper.
They're the ones if you write a list on your hand of like what to get at shopping, and it's still on your hand, like when you get there, it doesn't come off. Did you already cover the HFR video from this week? HFR video, what's that? HFR. I don't know what HFR is.
Holy fuck, retard.
Which one is it?
Oh,
thank you.
Look at that, you're getting drinks. And you said she was upset about it last week, how you actually demoralised her, you know, and you mouth chauvinist pig asked for drinks.
I am an arsehole. She told me I was an arsehole.
Did she?
She did.
Oh.
I had to seriously make up for that.
You should fucking listen. Sit her down and put a Sean Connery fucking interview on. Tell her she's lovely.
No. Is that the one from the 70s?
I fucking love it, man. I've been laughing my fucking tits off.
Is that the one where he's on a talk show?
And yeah, do you know, I just love what I love. Right? And I'm guilty. It's not horrible. It's not horrible at all. It's the time. Just remember the time. Yeah. But what's good about it and what I love about it is that he's asked a loaded question about comments he's already made, and he just stands by it. He just stands by it, and I love that. I love anybody, even if I don't agree with them, stand by your fucking opinion, man. Yeah. Don't flip-flop because I pressure you. Go, what do you mean? Don't be like, well, no, I don't really think. Nah, man, I got no time for people like that. Like literally, she's like, oh, like you said, you know, you go to a golf club and it should be separate. There should be men in one area and women in another. Something. He's just like, yeah. Then she's like, what do you mean? It's like, well, I mean, when I go golf, I don't want to fucking talk to women. I want to talk to men. He's like, I just love. He's just deadpan. He's straight. He's unyielding. Whether you agree or disagree, I've got to respect shit like that. And he's a fucking hero. I really did. I thought it was awesome. I really liked it.
So I literally confirm what HFR means.
Yeah,
happy JCG. We're going to go on the other chat soon, so you're going to go there and let me know if you.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
If you're going to do any canvases, let me know and we'll try out a video. I put out a video for Lee Smith's canvas stuff, and I did like a time lapse. So I actually quite enjoyed doing the video. So if there are actually any other artists out there, whether you're a painter, 2D, 3D, traditional,
sculptor,
visual, let me know, and we can put some videos together. We'd like to share them on the channel. I love videos like that. Absolutely love time lapse.
I watch all that sort of stuff. I watch that sort of gear.
I did one. Check it out on the channel, which is Spider-Man canvas. Check out what that looks like, just as an idea of what it could be. What's up, guys? Gabriel Gutierrez. Gio's Red Hulk with his Red Hulk going. Sorry, Gio's Red She-Hulk. He's going with Red Hulk.
Why can't you read?
I don't know. Again,
honestly, do you know what I feel like? Do you know, like Flipper or Lassie? That's how I feel.
What?
It's like barking, and you're like, "What's that, Lassie?"
Was that Skippy? Why isn't well?
He's caught in the well. His leg's trapped. Yeah. I'll be right there. Yeah. So She-Hulk should be here tomorrow. So I'll try and get some pictures up and get her in there with him and see how it looks.
Tyler Sherwood, Rocking Groot finally arrived today. What do you think of it?
Oh, nice. Wow.
Half-fast review. Oh, yeah. We already talked about that.
That's what it is.
Half-fast review. Yeah, we mentioned that.
He's fucking awesome, man.
He did a great job, and we would love, again, I'll hit him up, actually.
Ask him to do one of us, man.
Yeah, I've got him on me.
I'd like a parody of it.
He actually messaged me about the Sean Sanders one before he put it out. I was asking my opinion on stuff, and I said, just do it. The guys can't do it. You should do a vid
parody
of. Yeah. I think I know that. Well, of Geo and I.
Yeah, we're game, man. I would like it. It's all fun and games, bro. And especially I like that guy.
Again, as I said,
I watch his videos. I like him. I've got a lot of time for people to stand by.
I was hoping that BMR would have done that before. I really thought he would have done that.
Shut up. Was he got the creative fucking the aspect of what? I mean, honestly.
Even in pictures of any, I'll try and help you. Bone-wise, Alex. Yeah, definitely. Sup, Jerry. Hey, Gabrielle. Tito Montenegro. Grandpa X here. Hi, Jerry. Thoughts on the comics not putting General Ross's moustache on the Red Hulk? It would have been a dead giveaway to the Red Hulk's identity. It is weird his moustache goes away.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, like you're saying, it's exactly why. Because they ran that issue. I believe they ran it for 23 issues with the Red Hulk and didn't give his identity away. So he had 23 different issues where he's involved in the comics and stuff and nobody knew who he was. It's actually the She-Hulk, the Red She-Hulk, that discovers his identity because she's draining him.
His daughter, isn't it?
Yeah, his daughter, Betty. She's draining him of his power because that's what they can both do. The Red Hulk and the Red She-Hulk can drain the gamma out of other people. So she's like draining his gamma radiation and then it's identified as General Ross, and that's I took this from a deep.
These chats with Geo calling Alex Flipper or Lassie. Well, he's always calling me something. I don't know about Flipper or Lassie.
It's better than cunt.
Rome Ross, what up? What up? I just woke up. Full on. Been eating his Thanksgiving meal, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it.
Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome, fam.
My number 2. Then this one is actually. The only piece I have owned by this company is really, really nice piece. Actually, I really like it. This is the Guyver bust.
That's your number 2.
ECC. That's my number 2. So my Guyver bust by ECC. They do some absolutely fantastic busts.
Number 2,
I got this as I got a great deal on this. I got screwed over when I tried to pre-order this, and then I ended up getting a good price on this. I think it was Paul Hulk Spencer, but I don't know. I hope I got the right name. But again, I'm really happy with this piece. I absolutely love the piece. Not a big fan of the movie, but I do love the anime. And this piece, absolutely flawless. The paint is amazing. The light-up's amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's the only life-size bust I currently have in my collection. I have had some before, though. I had the Wolverine, didn't I? And the Iron Man.
I like the light-up on it. The light up in the eyes,
it's
almost like a honeycomb. Yeah, it's very nice.
So and it's a heavy piece. It's really well made. I think I paid $820 for this, which really happy. Yeah. So $1,000 about. It was below what the price I paid worked out lower than retail.
Sweet.
So I was very happy. My June doll went off.
I got somebody a couple of pieces, a couple of statues below retail pre-orders, and they didn't even have the good grace to thank me for them or when they arrived. What a bunch of
when are you going to fuck him over, though?
No.
You were going to fuck him over and sell it to someone else. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Heard about that.
Does that sound like me?
I don't know. You're going to get an extra 20 quid for that.
Have I ever in my life broken a word to you in 30 plus years? If I say
you were going to come over and train last Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's too far. Did I give my word? I don't think I did. I just said,
no, but you gave all this like shit about Rowan being like flaky and letting me down.
I didn't say anything about Rowan. You said about Rowan. I said I had a friend I was training with and we were doing really well, but he kept letting me down and not turning up.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't say anything about Rowan. If you want to spill, you move on quickly, you fucking Judas cunt, yeah. It's not my fucking. I don't know. Don't let me down.
All right. Anyway, you're number 1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. That's your number 1.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the XM Studios Thanos. This is the standard version you receive on the left-hand side. I had it repainted top to bottom. I then got a custom base. I think there's only 50 of them bases in the world, and then I got a fan art Mistress Death from Halima, I believe, which is sort of like a big Bowen, but it fits this piece really well, actually.
Actually, one of the better pieces.
And I've got the custom glove as well, which just adds a little bit of, movie sort of spice added to it. This for me is like my favorite piece. I love looking at it every day. And I never get old of it. Never gets old for me.
Well, that's the thing is when you sort of take that much time and to make all the adjustments and make that piece make it your piece. Make it your own special piece and make it one of a kind. That's something, isn't it? That's something special.
Well, yeah, it definitely does add some spice to your care of it. I think I always loved the original Sideshow version where he's standing over like the fallen Avengers relics. I just didn't like the head that they put on that particular statue.
Yeah,
I just didn't like the head. The head I didn't like, and I didn't like the fact it was a 1/5 piece. So I tried. This is as close as I could get to sort of doing that. This is, from all the stuff that I read. I mean, one of the first comics I ever saw Thanos in was the Silver Surfer comic, where he's holding them up by the throat, and all of the relics and the dead bodies are all over the Avengers, Wolverine, all of them all up. Yeah, exactly.
Head,
holding them up like that.
Like the back of his head like that.
I don't know. I think it's the throat. But from behind. He's holding them up. And it's I've got it up there. It's up there somewhere.
Yeah. I think it's silver.
I think that's one of the first.
56, I want to say.
Could be 56. I don't know what I remember as one of the first.
No, it's not. 55.
So yeah, it's 55.
Yeah,
that's
55.
Right. What is that?
Oh yeah, he's holding him by. It's not his one.
The back of the neck.
Yeah, it's like by the traps kind of thing. It's kind of like the neck and the traps. It's kind of
back of the neck. It's there. It's like when you grab someone by the throat.
Yeah, because he's got like massive hands. It goes like literally here. It's like here. He's
what year is that? That's like mid-90s, 94. It's 91. Right. So I'm now 10 years old, and I've seen that comic for the first time. And that's my introduction to Thanos, where I'm like, who the fuck is he? That is the guy I need to be reading. I need to be checking out whoever he is. That was the first cover I remember. And that's pretty much my depiction. I tried to get it as close to that as I physically could. He has quite a simplistic color scheme, but I try very hard to get it the way I want the nostalgia to be when I walk in, which is like all the relics of Spider-Man, Iron Man, Drax the Destroyer, and fucking Captain America with Lady Death in the background. At the moment, I've got a little marble on her. Looks wicked.
Oh, he's not. I'm trying to see it.
No, she's not in there. No, I've got it on her now. I found a little glow-in-the-dark marble that's kind of like rough-edged, and she holds it perfectly. And it's like cool.
Madwalk 72. Love that repage here. Much better than Sideshow. I'm painting Norrin's 1/6 Guyver right now. Were you talking about the Vile Guyver, the one where he's all like plagued? I think that's the one that Norrin did really nice. But the only thing that put me off was it was 1/6. Please holler me if I'm not selling that. And also, I mean, shipping to you guys would be a lot of money. I'll keep an eye out if there's one in America. You get a much better deal that way. I'm actually looking at the Guyver unit at the moment. I really want one.
Fucking ashtray.
It's small though. It's only like that big. But, my number one is then the Guyver one by Prime Studios.
Amazing piece.
This piece is one of those pieces which when we started out, I've said this story 101 times, but it's now for 102. But basically, this piece, when I started collecting, I loved Guyver when this came out. I absolutely was blown away by the animation, and I really enjoyed it. And I watched it over and over again on VHS. And when we had a discussion about which characters we would like to see made that haven't been made or haven't been done properly, I said, I want a Guyver. I definitely want a Guyver. I want to see a Guyver, and I want it made. And I think Prime One absolutely smashed it. They did it. I couldn't have designed it better myself. I couldn't have taken a better design of it. And I think that the Guyver one, this is based on a poster, I think, for Out of Control, which is the old 80s short movie they did. And blown away. Absolutely love it.
I think in terms of unedited or unfucked with statues, this is probably the best in either of our collections. Factory fit this basically. Factory paint. It's not been edited. It's not been altered. It's not been anything. And I think, you know, it is very hard to think how you could better this.
Yeah.
Like if you gave this to me and was like, you know, repaint this and
I know
and do so. I don't know if I could do any better.
I know people who have literally looked at it and gone, I want that. Mike was like, I want that, and he bought it. And I was like, oh, you're a Guyver fan? No. I was like, okay, yeah. Okay. There's a few people.
I can see why. I was offered it once in a trade, and I was very, very interested in trading for it, but I just ain't a big enough fan.
The baseline is massive.
It's not the point. I just ain't a big enough fan. I know what would happen. I would get it in,
Dave
love
Sampson?
it, and go.
First time viewer there.
Oh well,
first time live viewer. Sorry, I didn't realize how big a fan this was until I noticed the comic next to it. Yeah, it's big. Yeah. That's the thing. Sometimes we see pictures of things, and you know, you don't know until you see it in person, or you have a reference point. That's why they use cans and apples and stuff. But you know, when you see it next to a comic, you're like,
it's hard though, isn't it? Because like, you know, with an apple, for example, it's very difficult because with an apple, they're always different fucking sizes.
Yeah.
You know, my reference idea of an apple, you know, like in Inception where they're talking about your totem.
Yeah.
And they're saying like only you know the weight and the feel of this particular totem, and that's exactly my thing with apples. Like I've got like apples from my childhood. I remember my nan making fucking apple pie. They're from crab apple. They're fucking massive. Yeah. They're like massive. So like when I see something next to an apple, I'm all a bit like I don't know what kind of apple that's meant to be. I don't know how big that's meant to come across. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Apples don't work as a reference for me.
That's our top 5 list. So just to finish off now, what we're going to do now is we're just going to go on a 5-minute break, go wee, go top up drinks, and what we're going to do is
put a t-shirt on. Your wife beat.
I mean, I had a hoodie on, and then all of a sudden it just got well hot. So we're going to switch over to the other chat now. So you go join us over there. We'll be going over the news of the week. Huge Guyver. I'm huge Guyver high these days, man. Okay.
I bet he's not even saying that. I bet you can't even read. I bet he's like, oh, I'm a huge Guyver fan
these days, man.
Yeah, that's not great either.
So basically,
not English first language.
I'd like to know actually if you've done any Guyver tattoos. Actually, I'd love to see those. Michael, let me know. All right, we're going to go now. I'm going to come back, and then we'll see you in a second, guys. Make sure you join us